Let's take a look at the highlights of the Richmond Trophy race for front-engine Grand Prix cars that raced between 1952 and 1960. A brilliant start. Already one of the cars in problem. Wheel coming off. Look in the middle of your grid. Number 7 there, losing a wheel. That's Nick Adams. That was a scary moment, but arm up immediately. Everyone managed to avoid it, and he got to the side of the circuit as the front row ran off in good order, with Miles Griffith pulling clear in his Lotus. But the battle behind was where the real racing was. Julian Bronson in his Scarab, the big red tech mech, and up the inside, Joachim Volksgroschinol pushing his Lotus 16, but Tony Wood didn't like being overtaken and soon fought his way all the way back again in that tech mech, sliding around. Julian Bronson realised he hadn't managed to shake them off. He wanted to head off after Miles Griffith, but then suddenly, in the space of a lap, 5 seconds disappeared from the leader, and that's because his gearbox was playing up, and Miles Griffith sadly had to wave them by and pull into the pits, and that was him out of the race. So suddenly Julian Bronson leading the tech mech, and Tony Wood tucked in behind. So frustration there for Miles Griffith, already a winner at Goodwood Revival 2017, not this morning in the Richmond Trophy race. And then diving up the inside, how many times will we get to see this happen? Tony Wood always looking for the inside of Julian Bronson, but the Scarab driver, frankly, not interested in ceding the lead. Puff of smoke over the edge of the circuit at Woodcote, but just back on into second place for Tony Wood. Look, just squeaking past the front of Volksgroschinol's Lotus into the chicane, setting off all over again after Julian Bronson. And this was the story of the race. Chasing, closing, diving up the inside, and finally making it stick. And that was around Fordwater. No place for the meek and mild to be doing their passing. Volksgroschinol pushing so hard in the Lotus, but always with those cars there was a gearbox problem. And today was no different. In the number 18 Tech Mech, he was always being tripped up by the traffic, and here he is, tucked in behind another one. Didn't compromise him too much to keep the lead of the race, and at the end it came down to just 0.9 of a second at the flag. And how's this for jubilation? A very, very happy winner.